All right. And yeah, so I'll share my screen as well. Lots of screens to be shared. Okay, so we have 8 days. Hopefully, hopefully what I'm thinking is I don't want to rush anything, so I want to make sure stuff's ready. So we have 8 days. If it's not, we will still launch, but we'll put it behind like a password just in case until we're fully sure that we're ready to go. I think we'll be ready to go, but there's also we're still waiting to hear back from Camelot Exchange with the incentives on the Camelot decks. So I'm hoping that that will be sorted like ASAP. George can't make it today. He's had an appointment that he had to make. But yeah, I with the Camelot decks, I really hope we can get it working. It's very exciting. And yeah, in terms of the countdown, 8 days, Philip's been sort of handling that. Are you okay to cover that, Philip, and just show what we're up to, or do you want me to do that? You're on mute.
Sorry,
Okay.
what was the question?
Or do you want to go through the 8 day plan, like, or the plan that we've got heading?
We just no, I mean we just made it on Friday. I think the best way we do a team check-in on tomorrow or Wednesday. Because if we do it on Friday, then we have Monday, one day. Anyhow, everyone has their to-dos.
Yeah.
If you want everyone to give a quick update on their to-dos. I mean the ones that I have are pretty much in easy sync with Ewan because of if we are shutting down the initial bonding offering and the bonding
Yeah.
before the launch, then transfer liquidity to Arbitrum. I need to sync this with Ewan. That's on my things. I think it's pretty manageable. There
Okay.
are things we can do.
Cool. Yeah. For those listening in the stream now or later, so basically we have this IBCO curve, and it's the S euro is still under a euro at 89 cents or something like that, and it is already over collateralized. So we will be turning that off in 8 days and pegging the S euro to the euro. So it's an easy way. Yeah. So that's exciting. Like it's really exciting. And then be pushing everything live on Arbitrum kind of around that time. Yeah. So do you want to set up a different meeting with that one, Philip? With you guys coordinating?
Yeah, I will set a different meeting. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I'll check with everyone. It's best for everyone. But make sure the launch is on track.
All right. Cool.
Sounds good.
In terms of the sprint plan for this week, we have so Ewan is deploying the smart contracts. I mean, I'm the only one down on test smart vaults on Arbitrum, but I think we should all do that. And maybe we can set a time to sort of test that and run through the testing protocols. Mura will be deploying the front end release candidate for the smart vaults on the infrastructure, our major infrastructure, and then then we'll be moving most liquidity over to Arbitrum. Create walkthrough video. This is something that I have to do, but I can't really do it until we've got kind of the release candidate, because if I'm walking through the video and there's a bug, like the NFT thumbnail isn't showing or whatever, then it's just not a nice video. So that kind of needs to happen right at the end, which is okay. I mean, I can do it pretty quickly.
The liquidation price that thing I set up the deployments for last week, but I haven't got around to exposing like a URL for it yet. So I'm going to do that today.
Okay.
Like Thursday and Friday last week were a bit hectic for me. So yeah, so I should sort that today, I think.
Okay, cool. We still got some time on that. Remove staking, relaunch on Arbitrum. The white paper also needs it rejigged. Yeah, and then in terms of the liquidity pool, we have dissolved liquidity pool on ETH and Uni. I guess that's something, Philip, you're going to discuss with you, and like you just mentioned, and bring that over to Arbitrum. The other thing is, like, do we keep a little tiny bit of liquidity on there? That's something to think about on the Uni side, because maybe, I'm not sure. If not, we definitely need to put it all over the website where that liquidity is.
I think we need to test it. I think most people will have S0, they potentially won't bridge the S0 to Ethereum and then swap it to something else. I think they're gonna swap it on Arbitrum and then bridge it. I want
I see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And create USDC/Euro, S Euro, Euro S. I still have to say it like that. Euro S liquidity pool. Of course, there's that. on Arbitrum. A finalizing deal with Camelot, I mentioned before, it's almost done. Just waiting to hear back from them for the APR with the Grail token, create TST liquidity pool. So this is something that's still a little bit unsure. We've got to figure it out because the TST liquidity pool would do really well with the bond protocol stuff because it's a volatile asset. Because the bond protocol allows you to set an option, so an option to buy the asset at a certain time. So that makes more sense with TST because it's a volatile asset than it does with S Euro because that's just meant to stay S Euro. So there's no real point having an option for that to purchase that at a certain time. Yeah, hand it over to you. And if you want to show anything, feel free.
Hello.
Unshare, you're not sharing. Maybe it was because I was sharing my screen.
Now it should go live.
Awesome.
You can see, yeah. So this is pretty much what I have right now, and I found some other bugs in it after we drove. I'm not gonna do it right now because it takes time.
Yeah.
And I will be working on them today. So
that's excellent because that's one of the biggest sort of UI things is that, if funnily enough, is that status bar there because it really lets you understand where you're at, how much you're borrowing, and everything else. So it's a really good visual aid and it needs to work. Yeah, well done, Murat. Awesome. Yeah, I'll hand it over to you and from here.
Not much more to add for me. So I'm gonna expose that help application, the pricing application today. At some point this week, I'll sort the Smart Vault front end deployment, but Murat needs to add the code to the GitHub repo at some point. And I'm also going to upgrade the contracts and do the custom SEO contract on Arbitrum probably tomorrow, I guess. Like I got a good response from someone at Arbitrum about the problem I was having. So yeah, it's all kind of cleared up.
Okay, awesome. If you need any sort of feedback or testing, let me know and stuff.
hopefully tomorrow. Like I mean, I would say today, but I'm afraid I will encounter some nasty bug. So it's pretty close, very, very close.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Thorex, anything from your end? Usually if I don't hear something from Thorex, it's a no. But if there is, just let me know. Now in the community, it's great. And the new strategy of basically not really focusing on any marketing, but making proper partnerships that are exciting and make sense rather than just random partnerships has been really, really good. So I'm just, a lot of people are now starting to take notice of the technology that we've built, and the idea of borrowing assets at 0% from yourself is really, really cool. And I think it's a step closer to being trustless in the crypto space and in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's it's exciting. I'm really can't wait to test it on LiveNet on Arbitrum. And maybe one thing, Ewan, I'm not sure what you think, but when we move everything onto Arbitrum to then put some sort of firewall between the public so we can test it internally first, make sure there's nothing going wrong there, and then we can open that up to the community as well. We can drop that password in the community so it's sort of internal public sort of, and then we just drop the password.
I mean, there's not any way we can password protect the smart contracts. Like if you
No,
want.
yeah, totally, absolutely. I mean, that's yeah. So it's more just the front end stuff like that we can have people, we can password protect the front at the front end we built. The other thing, once we launch, it'd be really good to start building toolboxes so people can build their own front end and not have to rely on us. That'd be awesome. All right. Anyone else have anything of importance? If anyone in the audience, if Severin, if you have anything to say, or Kazim, let me know. Put up your hand. Kazim wants to come up. 1 second. I'll just invite you up. There you are. Hey, Kazim, you're on mute. Hello, you're still on mute.
I can't hear.
Really? I can't hear.
Yeah, I hear him.
Just want to say good effort that we are Hero, which is the new project, the standard token launch, and then the countdown is on for early buyer to come in. I'm so happy that the standard project is moving to the top, and then saying good job to the team and every good thing you have been doing. I'm so glad and happy to be part of the project. at health stage. Thank you so much, the Standard project.
Hey man, thank you, Kazim, man. It's really nice. You've been in the community for so long. It's really nice
Yeah,
to have you here for the long term and helping out. I've seen some of the videos you've been making. They look really great. So it's it's nice to have someone so passionate as part of the
yeah.
community.
Good
Yeah.
job. Well done, everybody.
Cheers. All right, everyone, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the chats online. Thanks, everyone. Bye.